Inside a New York City apartment, shelves of strange machines, early inventions, and forgotten technologies occupy every inch, turning the space into an archive of the past.
I'm Denny Daniel. This is the Museum of Interesting Things. I curate and founded the Museum of Interesting Things.
More than 6,000 artifacts are packed into the collection, all of them meant to be picked up, played with, and experienced.
I started collecting ever since I was a kid because I liked patterns, and I liked history, and I liked stories. And then I started cataloging right away. I still have my little green mini file cabinet where I cataloged the antiques. It must have been somewhere between the age of 9 and 13.
What began as a small personal collection has grown into a traveling museum that brings history directly to schools, libraries, and events. Private tours can also be arranged by phone or email, with a modest fee. One Daniel jokes still reflects 1980s rates.
There's kind of 3 flavors to the museum. One is traveling, going to the schools, and that's the main idea, teaching people, whether they're students, kids, or seniors, or college students, or events. Flavor number 2 is people can actually come to my space where I live and get kind of a little private tour. Flavor number 3 is once a week we do a film speakeasy where I show old 16mm films, and it's a different theme, so there's different films, and I bring antiques there people can still touch.
For Daniel, that hands-on experience is the whole point, bridging the gap between past and present.
One of the reasons behind the museum is kind of to get people to realize their iPhones didn't pop out of thin air, that it comes from a long line of inventions. Some of the magical side of this is to demystify, ironically, and having the items actually there and being authentic, not reproductions, really changes the game. It makes it more real, and it makes it more interactive, and that tactile, that being able to touch and experience is what makes people remember and also makes them inspired.
One of the first stops inside the collection is sound, where, to listen, visitors must crank the machine by hand.
So these machines, the cylinder record players, they were invented by Edison around 1877, and that one is from the turn of the century, and they're kind of the first recorded music. It was Edison's favorite invention, even more than the light bulb, because it was the first time your voice was played back to you.
From sound, the collection moves to early motion pictures.
This is one of my favorite items in the museum, what I like to call my holy grail item. Now, you'd know it by the name Nickelodeon. But that was actually a nickname. The real name of the machine was Mutoscope, which sounds great for a children's television station. I want to watch Mutoscope, Mommy.
Then there's the Moviola, where visitors step into the role of a film editor.
This was the machine that edited the first season of Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse and the film, Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. Tim Burton did that film. So what do you do with this machine? You view and you edit film. While it was on Broadway, I brought this portable machine. And funny enough, this tells the story better. So let's say this is your raw footage, that's a take-up reel, and that's your screen. When I teach kids, I have them pretend we're editing film and they're watching, they go, take 1, take 2, take 3, stop. I like take 3. So you pull it out and you cut the film.
Rather than displaying artifacts behind glass, the museum is defined by the visitor's experience.
You could forget all the items, names, places, dates, but if you walk in positive and curious and happy and inspired, that's really the secret sauce to bring back what everyone thinks is lost that isn't lost.
Believe it or not, the collection continues to grow. Denny says he is constantly on the hunt for new treasures, adding to the museum weekly. I'm Lawler for Arts in the City.